Emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is the Final Order Report from Green Brain Comics. Hello and welcome to the Final Order Report, where we bring you a hand-picked selection of comics and graphic novels before they head to print and quantities are finalized. I am Dan Merritt, Chief Purchasing Officer at Green Brain Comics, and I'm here to give you the inside scoop and your last chance to subscribe or special order before the final order deadline this Monday at noon. That's March 10th at noon. These titles will begin to hit our shelves as soon as April 2nd. Green Brain Comics and the Final Order Report are proudly powered by Comichub. Check out Comichub online at comichub.com or download the mobile app for Android and iPhone. Create an account or access your existing account to order and pay securely online, ensuring you never miss an issue. Today I'll be using Comichub to showcase items from this week's Last Call for Confirmed Orders Carousel. Let me dip out and show you around. Once you sign into Comichub, you'll see the orange banner. That's everything that's in store for you currently and set aside on your account. Behind the green banner is all the carousels that we will be using today to show you upcoming stuff. So first up, once you click through on that green banner, you've got the top carousel. All these carousels in this view turn left to right, and this is the results of your most current search in the top toolbar there, or in this case, alphabetical listings of the newest catalog materials. Below that is a carousel of preview pages. That's PDF previews of some of the books that are coming out soon, some of which we may be talking about today. Below that is the orders due Sunday for Last Call. That's what we will be using. We'll get back to that in just a minute. But below that is next Wednesday's items. That's everything that is scheduled to hit the shelf at Green Brain Comics on Wednesday, March 12th. And finally, below that are the event carousels for crossovers and special events that are happening at various publishers. You can use that to get right to it. It's a great tool. All right, let's scroll back up and click on Orders Due Sunday. Once you open that view, you now scroll top to bottom. And you have these cool filters for the red buttons, alphanumeric buttons, and you also have drop-down menus for publishers, categories, brands, helping you get to exactly what you're looking through and wading through these several thousand items in this month's catalogs. All right, let's see. Let's get back there. We'll just use that and this. First off, before I scroll on over into our first segment, I'd like to talk a little bit about a little change up in the programming. This is due to kind of a smaller week for us on the final order cutoff this week, and it made me think that maybe I should be breaking this up by publisher and looking solely at comic series issues, single issue comics for ongoing and special items. So in that spirit, I will be starting out with some small press, and then we will gradually move up the feeding order here for publisher size. But before I move over to that, I want to first thank our new in-studio band. They're not in studio. Our new band for Final Order Report. This is Klezmageddon. They have created the soundtrack for us today and also the theme song in the intro. Thank you, Klezmageddon. Double devil horns. All right. And with that in mind, let's move right on over to Final Order Report for Small Press Comics. And the first thing I'll show you today is over at Boom Studios. They have this pivotal issue of the best-selling horror saga Something is Killing the Children on FOC this week, with this cover by Werther Daldera. A B cover by Jenny Frison, very nice. A Boom 20th Anniversary variant. This is by Miguel Mercado. And this Reveal variant by none other than Paul Pope. Oh, awesome. Look at the action in that comic, in that cover. Beautiful art from Paul Pope on Something is Killing the Children from Boom Studios. On order this weekend, shipping on April 16th. Dark Horse has a second issue for Usagi Yojimbo 10,000 Plums. Issue 1 just debuted this last week. Beautiful book by Stan Sakai. Also has a B cover by the Escorza brothers. X-Posse Holdings through Keen Spot has a new series called Chamberlains from Casey Bowker, Ruben Romero, Sergio Malagrito, and Alexandra Santana, with this cover by Rob Pryor. Todd Skull variant, which is pretty cool. Exploded Skull. Another Todd Skull variant. And that is for Chamberlains #1. All right, well, I'm ruining the surprise on this one. Hey, look, Heavy Metal's back. Fingers crossed. And I also hear that it might be on FOC again next week. So I'll take the opportunity and push it this week real hard. Check it out. Heavy Metal is back. Heavier than ever. This relaunch brings the world's greatest illustrated magazine back to the forefront of comics. Hey, let's get over there. Eyes up, sailor. One of the magazine's original legends, Enki Bilal, returns with his acclaimed Bug series. Burton and Sib returns by Antonio Segura, Jose Ortiz, all kinds of awesome creators. The return of classic strips like The Bus from Paul Kirshner. I remember that being in the very first issue of Heavy Metal that I ever picked up. That's so cool. I'm very glad to see that Heavy Metal magazine is coming back to the shelf. It's got plenty of swell covers. The cover price on this will be $14.99 for this 200-page issue, featuring an A cover by none other than Greg Hildebrandt. Classic Frank Frazetta cover. This Tula Lotte Tarna variant. Beautiful. Wow. A classic Grant Grimaldi variant. Janevsky Sixella? Janevsky Sixella. Cover E artist. A blank sketch cover. And finally, a not safe for work or for this internet program cover from Palumbo Lovers. David Palumbo. This is the Lovers Not Safe for Work variant. All for Heavy Metal magazine #1, 200 pages for $14.99 usually, and this Not Safe for Work one is $19.99. That's the way it looks. All right, and then over at Oni Press, we got a couple of new issues, including EC Cruel Kingdom #4. This is featuring writers Jay Holtham, Greg Pak, and art by Valerio Bruzzo, with a cover by Adam Polina and a B cover from Gabriel Rodriguez. Oni Press also debuts this new series from Michael W. Conrad and Dave Chisholm called Plague House. Houses aren't the only thing that are haunted. Yeah. This spring, Architect of Terror Michael W. Conrad and 2024 Ringo Award-winning Dave Chisholm begin a deep and disturbing excursion into 21st century horror with a new kind of tale that will rebuild the four walls of the American ghost story from the foundation up. Plague House #1 has this cover by Dave Chisholm, a B cover by Brian Lavelle, and ships will be released on April 2nd from Oni Press. Oh, it's got a C cover, pardon me, by Noah Bailey. Uh-oh, creepy. Plague House #1. And finally, in the small press spotlight for Final Order Report is Savage Sword of Conan #8 with this amazing cover by Joe Jusko, tipping his hat to classic Savage Sword covers. This issue featuring 3 thrilling Conan stories, one by Patrick Zurcher, Alan Davidson, and probably another one. Oh, one from Fred Kennedy and Marco Rudy. This is Savage Sword of Conan #8 with an A cover by Joe Jusko and a B cover by Alex Horley. Kill those zombie priests. Smash their rotting skulls. How did that look for a background? Okay, that does it for our spotlight on small press comics. Now let's move on over to spotlight on IDW. IDW releases Mothra, Queen of the Monsters #2 after a very impressive debut issue this last week from Sophie Campbell and artist Matt Frank, with this A cover by Sophie Campbell. Maybe that. Hey, with a B cover by Nicole Go. This is Mothra, Queen of the Monsters. Star Trek Defiant gets a new issue, #26. Just keep in mind, this is, at this point, subscriber only. Oh no, this is the big crossover Star Trek Lore War. Yeah, I should probably stock that. Yeah, alright. I convinced myself. Oh, good cover. It also has a J.K. Woodward cover on B. This is a 32-page comic for $4.99, shipping available on April 16th from IDW. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #8 by Jason Aaron and Juan Ferreira. New regular artist Juan Ferreira with this Jorge Fornes cover. An upcoming cover by Kevin Eastman. Juan Ferreira cover on C. And this D cover from Mahmoud Asrar. 4? Oh, I got one more. I got this Carrie Randolph cover. That's cool. Keith Gritty. All for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #8. Also on FOC this week is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin, Volume 2, Re-Evolution number 5. I think this might be it. Yes, it is. This is the second installment of the legendary Last Ronin saga, coming to an end, a fiery and climactic conclusion. The streets of New York have erupted in an all-out war, and no one is safe. No one. Casey, April, Odin, Yi, Moha, and Uno are all in the crosshairs. Will everyone make it out alive? Their fate is in the hands of legendary writers Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz as curtains close on this chapter of The Last Ronin from IDW Publishing. Get your orders in with this A cover by Escorza Brothers, a B cover coming soon from Kevin Eastman, and a C cover from Ben Bishop. This is available on April 30th. That wraps up our spotlight on IDW. Let's move on over to Image Comics with this first one-shot from the G.I. Joe Real American Hero Silent Mission spin-off. This is G.I. Joe Real American Hero Beachhead, with a cover by Phil Hester, who's also doing the writing and who doesn't do the interiors. No. Superstar creators present unforgettable all-new G.I. Joe Silent Missions. The face of comic books changed forever when G.I. Joe Real American Hero number 21 introduced fans to the Silent Interlude. An action-packed story with no dialogue, now in a standalone silent issue from Phil Hester. Nice. Fan favorite Beachhead is trapped in a DMZ and hunted by the forces of Cobra. But can Beachhead save himself and the war orphans he's vowed to protect? From Phil Hester, Travis Hemel, and Jorge Fornes on this B cover. Available on April 2nd. G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero, Beachhead one-shot. And one of the most important comic book ever returns to celebrate G.I. Joe Silent Missions Month. Experience the groundbreaking silent interlude from writer-artist Larry Hama. I probably should have showed this one first, but alphabetically, here we are. This legendary issue features a Snake Eyes solo mission, the first appearance of Storm Shadow, and a full-length action-packed story with no dialogue. This is 32 pages for $3.99, available on April 2nd with this classic Claus Janson cover. A very brand new Andy Kubert cover. And this blank sketch cover for G.I. Joe Real American Hero Silent Missions Edition number 21. It's kind of like a facsimile, but not. Yep, that's all the covers. Next up, Hyde Street number 5. This is from Jeff Johns and Ivan Rice. Number 4 just came out this last week. Man, what a cool Frankenstein-style monster. This next issue features Mr. X-Ray seeking an ally amongst the terrifying beings known as the Residents. He's still my beating heart. Hyde Street number 5, available on April 2nd with this Ivan Rice cover. And a B cover from Brad Anderson. Yep. And Francis Portella. There we are. Oh, and a C cover from Layla Lays. Hyde Street number 5. Doug Wagner and Daniel Hilliard are back with this new miniseries premiere. 1 and 2. Rennie Bethery has just been accepted into New York City's most prestigious fashion school. Her designs are daring, edgy, and singular, and made of human flesh. Did we forget to mention Rennie is a serial killer who simply wants to be a fashion designer instead? Stupid, pesky, murderous urges. That's right, the team that brought you plastic and plush and a bunch of other demented horror crime romps. This is I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer. Available on April 2nd with this Daniel Hillard cover. And also doing this Rolling Stone magazine tribute. Rolling Stone cover tribute. Yes, I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer. Also from Image Comics, but currently subscription only in the store. This is the mini-series finale of Juvenile 5 with the Jesus Orellana cover on A and B. Ooh, Monkey Meat, the Summer Batch number 2 returns from Juniba. Number 1 just debuted this last week. What an awesome series. Totally dig this stuff. Juniba is an amazing artist. And this is available in this one fabulous cover. Let's see. Over in the Spawn-overse, we get this new 7-issue miniseries from writer Thomas Healy and artist Nat Jones. Black Ritual, the Book of Nyx. Nyx has been many things to Al Simmons. Enemy, friend, savior, and more. She is the first to take the mantle of She-Spawn and help save Wanda and Cyan alongside Al. Then one day, she just disappeared. She now reigns as the Queen of Hell. But where has she been? And what has she done to set her on this path? Spawn artist Nat Jones returns alongside writer and Spawn editor-in-chief Thomas Healy to fill in the gaps of those lost years, dealing with the repercussions of the decisions that the fan favorite witch has made. With this Nat Jones cover on A B cover from John Glapion? Yeah, that's cool. Color artist turned cover artist. A C cover also by Jonathan Glapion on the Virgin variant, and a cover D blank sketch variant, $3.99 for these fine comics, available on April 2nd from Image. Also in the Spawn-overse is Spawn Sam and Twitch Case Files number 12 with a Federico Sabatini cover, and a B cover by Marco Failla. Spawn Scorch number 39 from Jonathan Lehman and Steven Segovia with this Raymond Gay cover. And this Von Randall cover. That's cool. All perched up on some glowing green skulls. We need more glowing green skulls in comics. And that does it for our spotlight on Final Order Report for Image Comics. I hope this is working out for you, folks. It's interesting to split things up by publisher. Hopefully it makes some sense to you. If it gels, let me know. Throw it in the comments. But while you're at it, like and subscribe too. Let's kick off our next big segment by bringing that back up and moving right on over to DC Comics. DC Comics on Final Order Cutoff this week is Absolute Green Lantern number 1. Al Ewing and Janoy Lindsay get cosmic in the Absolute Universe. There it is. without the core, without the ring. Where are we? Without the willpower. What's left is the Absolute Green Lantern. Absolute Green Lantern is written by Al Ewing with art by Janoy Lindsay and multiple covers. Let's see, we've got a whole bunch here. Let's move right into it. This first cover is by interior artist Janoy Lindsay, and this series seems to be focusing on the named character from Far Sector. I'm not sure if this is going to be the absolute version of that character, or that character moving over to that absolute universe, I think, is probably more of a long shot. But it also features Hal Jordan as maybe a mentor type character. They've told us tantalizingly little about this fine looking comic, but it does have some beautiful covers. This B cover by Juliet Necka, Acid Ribic cover, Raphael Albuquerque variant. I don't know if that's Raphael Albuquerque. Sure is. There it is. All right. And this Ryan Benjamin E cover. Remember, these are cardstock variants, open order, but $1 extra at $5.99. The Janoy Lindsay foil variant at $7.99. Logo design foil variant, and a blank card variant, all for Absolute Green Lantern #1. Yeah. Okay, on FOC from DC this week is Absolute Superman #6 from Jason Aaron and artist Carmine Di Giandomenico with this Rafa Sandoval cover. The secret origin of Absolute Superman. Something strange happened in the American heartland several years ago. Something that brought fear and darkness to a small Kansas town. And forever changed the lives of one kindly couple. Welcome to Smallville for Absolute Superman #6. Like I said, we got that Rafa Sandoval cover. For some reason, the Derek Chew cover got flipped around here. Hopefully, the Comic Hub crew can get that sorted out. But it is kind of beautiful, isn't it? And then we got this Puppeteer Lee variant, all for Absolute Superman #6. Batgirl #6 is scheduled for April 2nd from Tate Brombel, Takeshi Miyazawa, and David Tulaski cover. And we got this In-Hyuk Lee cover on B for Batgirl #6. Batman 614 Facsimile Edition, reprinting the 6th chapter of Batman Hush from Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee, also available in a foil variant. Birds of Prey #20, available on April 2nd from Kelly Thompson, Sammy Basri on interiors, and an Annie Wu cover. A Serge Acuna cover. And, a couple more. A Ryan Gonzalez cover on C. Is that it? Oh, and a D cover from Zoe Thorgood. Ooh, creepy. Creepy lurking Joker. Pardon me, folks. Okay, next up from DC is DC Horror Presents Creature Commandos #6. This is the final part of the 6-issue miniseries, written by David Dastmalchian with an A cover by Terso. and a B cover from Michael Walsh. JSA number 6 from Jeff Lemire and Diego Olortegua with a Cully Hamner variant. Uh-oh. All those guys, they all got jacked. Cool Sweeney Boo Wildcats variant. And an Ethan Young variant. Ooh, one more. Ooh, we got a Todd Knock variant. Featuring all them JSA characters for JSA number 6. Let's see. Yeah, we got that Sammy Boz. Did I do the right thing? Nope, that's it. Okay, here we go. Justice League, The Atom Project. Number 4 of a 6-issue miniseries. Look, Major Force is back from John Ridley, Ryan Parrott, and Mike Perkins with this Mike Perkins cover. Ooh, we got this Mark Spears open order cover. That's cool. And this weird blue hue on everything. A Kevin Wada cardstock variant. Poison Ivy, number 32, The Painful Truth Revealed. Cool cover by Jessica Fong. And a B cover by Joshua Swaby. Ew. Whoa, got that color shift thing going on. That's weird. Ooh, beautiful. Kyung Yom. It's a cardstock variant for Poison Ivy. And a Bernard Chang April Fool's variant on Poison Ivy. I think that wraps up all of our Poison Ivy variants. Yes, it does. Moving on, we got this new 6-issue miniseries from the DC Black Label imprint. This is called Resurrection Man Quantum Karma. Let's see, this has got 3 covers. Got this A cover from Jeff Deckel. He's back. Mitch Shelley, the Resurrection Man, has led thousands of lives, and with each unexpected death and resurrection comes a new superpower. But after living a life to its natural conclusion, Mitch Shelley is awoken by a new purpose and power: saving the universe. Follow the Resurrection Man through time as he fights against a monster of his own creation. From writer Ram V, artist Anand R.K. and Jackson. No, I don't trust any of that. Anand R.K. on interiors, with this cover by Jeff Deckel, available on April 2nd with a cover price of $4.99 on the regular cover A. Dan Panosian cover. Oh my god, that's beautiful. That's so good. Dan Panosian's the man. And this Anand RK variant on C. Available on April 2nd from DC Comics. Resurrection Man Quantum Karma. Secret Six returns with a second issue from Nicole Main's Steven Segovia with the Steven Segovia cover. A B cover from Ariel Olivetti. And a C cover from Leslie Lyrics Lee. Teen Titans Go returns with a second issue from Matthew Cody and Eric Owen, who did the A cover. And finally, from DC Comics this week on FOC is the penultimate issue of Two-Face, this 6-issue miniseries from Christian Ward and artist Fabio Veras, is rapidly approaching its end with this Baltimore Rivas cover on A and a B cover cardstock variant by none other than Christian Ward himself. Big giant feet. And these are usually pretty cool and creepy. It's Two-Face number 5 from DC Comics. That wraps up our focus on the DC Comics on FOC this week. All right. Let's move on over to final order report for Marvel Comics. This is actually going to go surprisingly quickly. Marvel Comics has got some good stuff on here, but, it's mostly like next issue, so this is the perfect week to try out this publisher-separated final order report. All right, let's kick it off with Alien Paradiso number 5. This series is written by Stephen Fox with this A cover by Edgar Salazar, with interiors by Edgar Salazar and this A cover by Iban Cuello and a B cover by Jay Gonzo. Daredevil number 20 starts this all-new story arc with an all-new enemy. After the harrowing events of Daredevil number 19, Matt Murdock is more alone than ever before. But he still has managed to find some comfort in the arms of a long-lost lover. This, while a dangerous new enemy threatens to attack Hell's Kitchen from the inside out. Daredevil number 20 is written by Saladin Ahmed with interiors by Jose Luis Suarez and this A cover by John Romita Jr. This C wraparound connecting variant by Chris Giarrusso, which looks like a lot of fun. Look, it's this cool Deathlock. Philip Tan cover featuring the Black Armor. Ryan Menarding Marvel Television variant. And this Todd Knock iconic variant. All for Daredevil number 20, an all-new story arc. Daredevil Unleash Hell continues with this issue from the Red Band series that comes polybagged with a cover by Paulo Sequeira and a B cover by Sergio Davia. Doctor Strange of Asgard number 2 returns on April 9th. This was my pick of the week this last week. Lots of fun from Derek Landy and artist Carlos Magno with this cover by Jeff Shaw. And a Chris Giarrusso Marvel Universe Connecting variant. And a Godtail variant. That's pretty cool. Look at all the hands. It's Doctor Strange of Asgard number 2. Incredible Hulk returns with issue 24, Muscle vs. Magic, with this cover by Nick Klein. A Bengus Marvel vs. Capcom variant. Chris Giarrusso Marvel Universe Connecting variant. And this Doali variant for Incredible Hulk number 24 on FOC this week, releasing on April 9th. Laura Kinney Wolverine number 5 from Erica Schultz and artist Giada Belviso with an Elena Casagrande cover. Alex Maleev cover. Wow, that's really nice. I love the textures on Alex Maleev's work. An EJ Sue variant. That looks like fun. Look, it's the Winter Soldier. Phoenix number 10, The Final Battle from Stephanie Phillips and Alessandro Miracolo in the interiors with this Yasmin Putri cover. Stephanie Hans on this Foreshadow variant. Uh-oh, somebody's coming back to Earth soon. Dun, dun, dun. Predator versus Spider-Man. I think this is the follow-up to Predator versus Black Panther. Target, Spider-Man in Predator's grittiest series yet. In Predator vs. Wolverine, we saw a single Predator stalk Earth's greatest prey, the killing machine Wolverine. In Predator vs. Black Panther, Yucha invaded Wakanda and nearly dethroned its king. Now Ben Percy turns his twisted brain to Marvel's most beloved property, Spider-Man. A heat wave sends New York City into a blackout, and Spider-Man on patrol. How many covers does this thing have? I think that's it. But beneath its grimy sewers and subways lurks a threat unlike anything Peter Parker has faced before. Introducing Skinner, a predator of no honor and no clan, only a thirst for blood, exquisitely rendered by superstar artist Marcello Ferreira and written by Ben Percy, with this Paulo Sequeira cover on a Pepe Larraz promo art variant, and this Ryan Brown variant. Ew, gross. You can see his sweaty pores. Predator vs. Spider-Man #1 available on April 23rd. Get your orders in now for any of these variants. Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider #12 from Stephanie Phillips, with this Mark Brooks cover that I am in love with. Tentacles, tentacles, tentacles. How cool. I think those tentacles need some more suckers, though. Ooh, we also get this Casey Nye variant on Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider #12. The new era, the sequel era of Star Wars continues with Jedi Knights #2. The series is written by Mark Guggenheim with interiors by Matabek Musabekov. Maybe. And this cover by Raza. All right, Yoda looks normal there. We got this cool Dan Jurgens classic variant, homage variant. Nice. Phil Noto Star Wars sneak preview variant. And a Torrin Clark lightsaber variant. All for Star Wars Jedi Knights #2. Storm #7, Serpents, Salamanders, and Storm Gods. This is the 50th anniversary issue. 50 years ago, Aurora Monroe, the iconic Storm, made her debut in giant-size X-Men #1, thundering her way into our hearts. On this day, in her very own solo series, she will host a mix of debuts, reinventions, and guest appearances of 5 legendary thunder gods: Thor, Chak, Sango, Mama Rangan, and Susanoo. But first, a mission to Brazil goes horribly wrong. How much more can our hero endure? From writer Morawe Ayudello and interior artist Luciano Vecchio has been handing in some fantastic pages lately, with this A cover by Mateus Mananini, available on April 9th, with the special order cover by Gerald Perel. A Marguerite Sauvage Storm variant, all for Storm #7. Next up, Ultimates #11. This is our penultimate spotlight in this final order report, which is getting a little bit long in the tooth. I'll try and wrap it up quick. Ultimates #11, The War for Asgard by Dennis Camp, Juan Frigeri, and this A cover by Dyke Ruan, and a B cover by Ario Anandito, And rounding it out with this Inhyuk Lee Ultimate Special variant for Ultimates number 11. And finally, in the spotlight for Marvel Comics this week, we get this new storyline starting right here in Uncanny X-Men number 13 from Gail Simone and David Marquez. The Dark Artery starts here in this most terrifying adventure yet. The four young outliers discover the true meaning of Haven House and a doorway that should never be opened. Meanwhile, an otherworldly presence has set its covetous eye on one of the four young mutants in a story that tells a never-before-told slice of the history of mutant kind from Gail Simone and David Marquez. We get this A cover from David Marquez himself. A B cover from Bengus, the Marvel vs. Capcom variant. Chris Giarrusso, Marvel Universe Connecting variant. David Mack. Look at that beautiful David Mack cover. And a Luciano Vecchio Death Dream variant rounding out the Uncanny X-Men and our spotlight on Marvel Comics. For Final Order Report. Yeah. Wow. Just remember, folks, that's the top of the list. And you've got until Monday at noon, March 10th, to order these items and many, many more. Please send and confirm items in your cart before the deadline. All right. Now let's see. Before I let you go, I want to talk about some events that we're running here at Green Brain Comics. Then I do that, and it works. Our first thing that I want to say is thank you so much for checking out Final Order Report this week. And also big thanks to our house band, Klezmageddon, who turned in some raucous klezmer speed metal fusion for this week's program. Thanks, Klezmageddon. Join us back here on YouTube this Tuesday evening at 6:30 for YouTube's longest running live stream, New Comic Day preview, Brain Scan. Join your host, Katie Merritt, as she gives you a walking tour of Green Brain Comics on the eve of New Comic Book Day. You'll get to see all the new comics hitting the shelf and hear about all the fun stuff happening in and around Green Brain Comics. And of course, Wednesday is New Comic Day. Join us on Wednesday, March 12th for New Comic Day at Green Brain Comics, featuring lots of new comics, including Nick Fury versus Fin Fang Foom. And hey, folks, March 17th is Brain Candy, our monthly local creator spotlight featuring poetry from Jeff Cass, the prose of Aubrey Adkins, the music of Michelle Held, and the visual art of Alice V. Schneider, all on Brain Candy number 66, curated by the Emerging Writers Network and performed free of charge inside Green Brain Comics by all these fabulous creatives. Check out greenbraincomics.com for more info. And join us back at the Downey Brewing Company on Friday, April 11th for the East Dearborn Drink and Draw, co-hosted by our pals at Blick Art Material and, of course, us folks at Green Brain Comics. It all happens on Friday Friday, April 11th from 7 to 9 at Downey Brewing Company, 13121 Prospect in East Dearborn, 313-288-8442, downeybrewingcompany.com. And just a handful of weeks away, it's Free Comic Book Day. The first Saturday in May, Green Brain Comics celebrates Free Comic Book Day on Saturday, May 3rd from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. with a murderer's row of local creators, a fantastic setup from local organizations, and some of the most amazing free comics available to give away for free. It all happens on Saturday, May 3rd at Green Brain Comics. I guess I could just do that, huh? Yeah, I'll just do that. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the top of the list. And you've got until Monday at noon, March 10th, to order these items and many, many more. Please send and confirm your items in your cart before the deadline. Thank you for joining me on Final Order Report. Stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. All of the links to our shopping cart website and Comichub are below in the description. We are spreading the love of comic books and graphic novels from the heart of East Downtown Dearborn since 1985. That's 40 years. Feed your brain at Green Brain Comics. Thanks for watching, folks. Emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is the Final Order Report from Green Brain Comics.